Welcome to this guided meditation on cultivating self-compassion as an older, wiser adult. Begin by finding a comfortable seated position, adjusting your screen, speakers, or earbuds to a position that is more comfortable for you. If it feels good for you, you can allow your eyes to gently close, and we will start by taking 3 centering breaths. Inhale and allow your belly to expand, and then fully exhale, wringing out every last breath of air you have in you. Notice where your mind is at. Inhale and allow your belly to expand again. Hold the breath for a count of 1, 2, and fully exhale. Again, wringing out every last breath of air you have. Notice where your mind is at. On the 3rd and final breath, I want you to follow the entire length of your inhale. And on the out-breath, follow for the entire length of your out-breath. Notice where your mind is at. You may return to normal breathing now. Now, I want you to imagine that you just walked into a room and you notice a chair. What does the room look like that you walked into? Where are you? It could be familiar, or maybe it's a completely new space that you haven't been in yet. It could also be a landscape, like out in a forest or on a mountaintop. What color is the chair? What does the chair look like? Feel free to say this aloud or keep it to yourself or whisper under your breath. Now, I want you to go and sit down in the chair. And as you're sitting, you look down into your hands and you notice that you are holding something, a rose. What color is the rose? Again, feel free to say the color of the rose out loud, whisper it to yourself, or say it in your mind's eye. As you're looking at the rose, you notice that the petals are falling off one by one. There goes one petal, and now another. And after some time, you get to the point where the last petal falls off, and you look up and you notice someone standing in the room with you. Their back is turned to you. You get up from the chair and walk closer to the person and realize that it is you, but an older, wiser, more graceful version of you. The older version of you turns around and greets you with an immense amount of love, acceptance, and understanding. And you can see all of this just from her gaze. She is lovingly looking at you with the knowledge and understanding that your past experiences have shaped you into the person you are today. She knows you have suffered a great deal, but gives you love and compassion anyways. She knows that you still have a lot to endure, but she also knows that you are strong and capable enough to embrace it and overcome it. Now, I want you to imagine for a moment that you are this older version of yourself, with all of her love, compassion, understanding, acceptance, and knowledge. What do you need to hear in this moment that your current self is struggling with? What type of wisdom can your older, wiser self impart to you? Maybe you have been unkind to yourself in how you are talking to yourself because of the way your skin looks. Maybe you say hurtful things or self-flagellate because of your acne. What would this source of pure love say back to you? How would she want you to feel? It could be something like, may I give myself the compassion I need? Or may I learn to accept myself as I work through this difficult time? Whatever it is, say out loud or whisper to yourself what you need to hear at this exact moment. Take a full inhalation, 2, 3, 4, and exhale completely, 2, 3, 4. After receiving compassion from your older self, she turns to you and gives you a small grain of sand. She breathes on it and smiles, and as you look down, you notice that the grain of sand is growing bigger. As the grain of sand grows larger and larger, it starts to glow. It gets so big that it consumes you, and all you see is a bright, nurturing light around you. You feel warm, loved, cared for, and at ease in this ball of light. After the light fades, you are back sitting in the chair in the room where you started. Your older self is now gone. At this point, feel free to bring more awareness to your physical body by wiggling your fingers and toes and maybe doing some gentle shoulder rolls. You can also think about blinking your eyes open if that feels good to you. And as your eyes are beginning to open, understand that this love and acceptance and wisdom of your wisest self lives in you right now. And with continued practice, you can tap into this love whenever you need to, whenever you're dealing with a hard time or you're speaking mean to yourself or you don't like the way that you look. If you wish you could look different, you can always tap in to this wisdom. It is within you right now. This awareness is always here for you to guide and support you. I hope you enjoyed this guided meditation about receiving compassion from your older, wiser, loving